What is up, y'all? GBZed here. So the museum collection for the Winter Faction Assault event has just dropped, and there's 5 collections in total. The crates that we get here are not specific for a certain item. So this winter collect for the first one costs 5,500 of these ugly Christmas sweaters. The Christmas sweaters you get from Tier 6 Faction Assault, and the Christmas sweaters are constant. Like they're constant throughout. And I'll get to that actually. So they're constant. So whether you hit once or you rank all the way at the top in your faction assault, everyone gets the same amount of Christmas sweaters, which I think is actually pretty great. If I could balance that with the other awards, that would actually be nice. But I think that's great for the purpose of this. So the first collection, you get a box with either a GPS or a canteen. Winter Collection 2 costs 4,500 Christmas sweaters, and you get either one of these pieces of Tier 4 gear. And Winter Collection 3, you can get either hand crank radio or watch. That costs 3,000 sweaters. Winter Collection 4 costs 2,000 sweaters, and you get one piece of Tier 3 gear. And I mean, I would have preferred if it was specific, like the other gear collections have been, because I mean, if you need, like, for example, 3 whetstones, then you can do this Winter Collection 2, but you don't know what you're going to get. So, all in all, I think you're best off going for this. Even though it does cost 40,000, you are guaranteeing yourself a winter token pull, and more. So, I know, say, however you placed in war, like, this could actually, for, like, I guess over the next few weeks, that could actually put you over for, like, a second pull, possibly. So, I know for my faction, what we're thinking of doing, because Tier 6, like I said, I'll go to the reward structure, so you get 12,000. So if you look at like the ranks, whether you rank all the way at the top, you have like 5 million points, or whether you rank all the way at the bottom with like only 1 hit, everyone's getting the same amount of Christmas sweaters, which is actually, I think, is pretty great. Tier 5 gives you 10,000 sweaters. Tier 4 gives you 7,500 sweaters. Tier 3 gives you 5,000 sweaters. Tier 2 gives you 2,500 sweaters, and Tier 1 gives you 1,000. So I think what we might just end up doing, just like to guarantee, like, you know, folks a poll. I mean, again, I'm just thinking out loud, because like we already have what 400,000 already saved up. So, and now, you know, your daily cap is still going to be 1350. But we are going to be getting, I'm taking a check here to see if there's anything. Okay, so right here, so faction install tickets for you. So I'm getting 500 free ones, right? And as you saw just there, I'm already at 1,000, so I'm going to go ahead and claim these. And these are free. These are free. So I want to go ahead and claim that. And if I go to faction assault, as you can see right there, daily tickets 1513. But see how, if you look at my daily allowance, it doesn't count towards my daily allowance. So basically, my total is 1,500 because I just claimed that, but it doesn't count towards my daily allowance. So you'll be able to get 1,850. So each person in your faction will be able to get 1,850 tickets per day. All right, and also there should be a multiplier: territories, raids, stages. Okay, it doesn't actually say, but I know like there is a multiplier now ×3. So you should be max. You should make sure you're doing territories. Make sure you're doing, your roadmaps and stuff like that, right? Territories, raids, roadmap, and world map. Make sure you're doing those things. You know, like make sure you're doing the ultra map and things like that, because there is a ×3 multiplier. So you should be maxing out every day to help out your faction. And all in all, like I said, I'm thinking out loud. I think an idea here would be to do Tier 6. Because we should be able, because doing the math in my head, so if you have 30 people in your faction, and I'm just going like for like the maximum possible, 30 people in your faction, and you're getting 1,850 a day, that should give you about 55,000 total tickets per day. Like this is just everyone's getting their max, including claiming the daily, which you should be doing, because the ×3 multiplier, you should be getting. I mean, again, you don't have to be like a super, person who's like on the game like 24/7, but you should be able to should really help out your faction, like do world map, do territories, things like that, and you should be able to max out daily, and because the event is only 20 days. So, but anyway, yeah. So 55,000 per day. Again, this is if everyone in your faction is maxing out and claiming the daily 500. It should take you about 5 days to get to a Tier 6, but if you're only going for that 40,000, which I think like the 40,000 Christmas sweaters, what an ideal thing to do would be to do 3 tier 6s. So you do 3 of these, right? And that'll be what, almost 26 times 3. That should give me, okay, so that should be 780,000 tickets. So you should be able to get that in about 3 days. In 3 days, you should be able to get that over about a 15-day period. You should be, again, this is if everyone's doing it, so you should be able to get that done. And then I would just personally, I would just do a tier 3, so that way you can just guarantee that you have 40,000 ugly sweaters. Because like, you know what I mean. So instead of saving up to do 4 tier 6s, you could just do 3 tier 6s and then do a tier 3, you know, to guarantee a pull. Or, you know, you could just do, or if you want to do 4 tier 5s, you can do 4 tier 5s, you know, something like that. But I think that the best thing to do would just be to do 3 tier 6s and then a tier 3, you know, so that way, you know, everyone's guaranteed a pull, because 12 times 3 is 36, and then, you know, you do this, and then that'll get you, you know, a pull. So personally, I think that's the best thing here. I think that like everyone should go for it. You know, I think everyone should go for it personally. So that's, you know, those are just my thoughts. I'm just not thinking out loud about it. I mean, you can redeem it 3 times, but the odds of you redeeming it 3 times, personally, I don't know if you'll be able to redeem that 3 times. It does look like there is a place. So there's a starter pack here. Okay, so you can buy tickets, as you can see. So you can buy Faction Assault tickets, and there's sweaters there as well. But you're only getting 500. So I would, you know, save up your coins for, you know, from leveling up, and save up your coins from your weekly, you know, weekly leagues, and then you know, maybe you might be able to get it back or something at the end if you need it. But I would go for the 40,000 and only do like what you need. Like I said, like, if you're at a faction that's like really at the top, I mean, and you can go for 4 tier 6s, that's great. But personally, like I said, I would just go for 3 tier 6s and then do a tier 3, so that way we're at least guaranteed at 150, you know, winning tokens. But because I don't know, but you know, that's just like my own opinion, because again, we only have 20 days, so and you have to redeem it within that time. So I don't know if they'll extend it at all to like redeeming, but you have to get it within that time. So yeah, that's all I got. So if y'all have any thoughts or anything on that, let me know on the comments below. But otherwise, solo level up, solo raid tournament going down right now, and make sure you're hitting the milestones at least. Or if you're trying to get Dwight, the red mittens drop from raids, Maggie, the blue mittens drop from raids, milestones, and yeah, so that's all I got. So go ahead, smash the like button. Let me know in the comments things are going for you. Line, Twitter, Discord, ideas in the description. Message me if you have any questions or video requests. And of course, most importantly, the most important thing I catch you guys to do, subscribe for more content. GBZed, out.